This project showcases experimental devices and emerging disruptive technologies that are not yet fully deployed, such as real smart homes, smart mobility systems, and autonomous shuttles. The goal is to provide a concrete vision of what these technologies may look like in practice, helping you better understand how future smart ecosystems will shape user experience, trust, and well-being. All the research findings and insights presented in the subsequent chapters are based on studies conducted using these experimental devices, which serve as real-world testbeds for analyzing trust, experience, and well-being in future smart ecosystems. Our research focuses on smart cities, smart mobility, and connected ecosystems, examining how emerging technologies can enhance citizens' lives while preserving trust, ethics, privacy, and well-being. SMUXWELL is a pioneering interdisciplinary research chair that integrates artificial intelligence, AI, the Internet of Things, IoT, and big data to transform how people experience intelligent urban environments. It bridges academic research and corporate innovation to design human-centered, ethical, and trustworthy smart city and mobility ecosystems. To support this ambition, we have developed living laboratories for smart urban innovation at Heilbronn University of Applied Sciences and the Cooperative State University in Stuttgart. These labs allow us to study real-world user experiences with future smart technologies in realistic, immersive settings. Through this unique network of experimental environments, SMUXWELL provides a one-of-a-kind ecosystem to simulate, test, and evaluate emerging technologies while observing authentic user behavior. These settings bridge the gap between controlled laboratory research and everyday life, capturing how individuals interact with, adapt to, and trust intelligent systems. Our experimental infrastructure includes an experimental smart home, a fully equipped living environment integrating smart appliances, IoT sensors, and adaptive AI systems, a Level 5 fully autonomous driving simulator, a high-fidelity immersive platform designed to replicate real driving conditions and human-AI interaction in fully autonomous mobility scenarios, a semi and full autonomous campus shuttle, a smart robot. Together, these labs enable us to study user acceptance, user experience, well-being, privacy concerns, personalization, decision-making, and ethical issues in smart living and mobility contexts. We measure physiological, behavioral, attitudinal, and physiological emotional responses as users engage with technologies that learn and act autonomously. This allows us to analyze trust calibration, risk perception, safety communication, and user empowerment when control is transferred to AI systems. The labs also integrate AI-powered recommendation systems, interactive interfaces, and smart service assistants, enabling us to examine how personalization, transparency, and ethical design influence consumer trust and perceived well-being. In mobility contexts, we can manipulate situational variables, such as weather conditions, traffic density, or accident risk, to study psychological acceptance and moral judgments toward autonomous systems. Together, these platforms form a multi-contextual smart living and mobility research ecosystem, allowing us to analyze how citizens experience, evaluate, and adopt disruptive technologies across key life domains: home, mobility, and consumption. They provide a scientific foundation for designing inclusive, trustworthy, and human-centered smart cities where technology enhances, rather than replaces, human values. The purpose of this research is to observe and experiment with how IoT and AI can enhance everyday life, while respecting well-being, privacy, control, and trust. The core question guiding our work is simple. What does the smart city of the future look like? In our view, it is a living, connected ecosystem in which infrastructure, homes, vehicles, and services are linked through IoT, analyzed by AI, and delivered to citizens through frictionless, personalized digital touchpoints. Let us see precise examples in the following slides. Here you can see our experimental smart home that integrates sensors and connected appliances for air conditioning, lighting, security, cooking, entertainment, and energy management. AI learns user preferences to automate routines, while remote access and real-time alerts enhance safety, comfort, and energy efficiency. These systems enable advanced personalization, adapting to individual preferences and well-being goals, from suggesting entertainment according to the personal mood and health. Smart sense systems. Intelligent ambient environments further enhance comfort and engagement by adjusting lighting, temperature, sound, and digital content to users' daily rhythms and emotional states. Smart fridges and cooking systems for meals plan to automatically replenish essentials through connected retail platforms. The connected kitchen and refrigerator anticipate needs, manage food inventories, and support sustainable consumption. Connected devices continuously adapt to residents' habits to support daily life in a seamless way. The smart home also acts as an interface between urban services and mobility. From a CRM perspective, smart homes and smart mobility systems become service and relationship platforms, delivering navigation, entertainment, commerce, and proactive maintenance. Together, these layers create a continuous relationship fabric between citizens and service providers, enabling timely, personalized, and trustworthy engagement throughout daily life. Ultimately, this research demonstrates how firms and public actors can move beyond one-off transactions toward ongoing, value-adding relationships built on personalization, proactive services, and well-being-oriented features that genuinely improve comfort and quality of life. Here you can see a video of our Level 2 semi-autonomous Mercedes, which was based at the Corporate State University in Stuttgart. This demonstration offers a clear view of what semi-autonomous driving looks and feels like in practice. In our research, we have used this vehicle as a living laboratory to study human interaction with less or more automatized AI-driven systems in real traffic conditions. Specifically, we explore how people respond to different degrees of control delegation when the AI takes over certain driving tasks versus when the human remains in charge. These tests help us understand not only trust and comfort and well-being levels, but also decision-making behavior, situational awareness, and the point at which drivers feel confident or uneasy about letting AI take the lead. The insights gained here are essential for designing future mobility solutions that are safe, user-friendly, and aligned with customer expectations. At the city level, our fully autonomous Level 5 smart mobility simulator models real-time traffic coordination, parking, and public transport, while integrating smart retail access and remote ordering. Mobility services are personalized based on users' habits, preferences, and well-being goals, for example, by recommending restaurants aligned with dietary needs or suggesting healthier service options. Together with our other experimental devices, this simulator forms a living laboratory where technology and everyday life converge, allowing us to test the future of customer and citizen relationships that are measurable, personalized, and grounded in trust and well-being. The simulator recreates the full experience of autonomy with vehicles operating entirely without human intervention. By immersing participants in realistic traffic scenarios, we study how individuals respond when all driving decisions, route planning, obstacle avoidance, and speed control are delegated to AI. Our research focuses on trust formation, perceived safety and risk, and passenger well-being, as well as how users adapt when they are no longer responsible for driving tasks. The virtual environment allows us to safely manipulate conditions such as traffic density or unexpected events, helping us understand how automation levels and system communication influence comfort, acceptance, and overall user experience. We also examine the role of anthropomorphism, testing whether passengers feel more trust and comfort with a human-like voice assistant, a neutral interface, or a purely functional AI. These interaction styles are analyzed in terms of their impact on trust, perceived safety, and willingness to delegate control. Personalization is central to these dynamics. The simulator enables fine-grained adaptation of the AI's tone, language, humor, and emotional expressiveness, as well as non-verbal in-car elements such as lighting, climate, seating, music, driving style, and even food or restaurant recommendations, creating a concierge-like mobility experience. At the same time, our experiments highlight critical ethical trade-offs. As personalization increases, so do concerns around data privacy, transparency, and user consent. The simulator allows us to test situations in which the AI delivers highly targeted services, such as recommending nearby stores, restaurants, or premium entertainment based on travel history and personal data. These scenarios highlight a central trade-off between convenience and privacy, echoing earlier findings showing that while many users are concerned about data usage, they are often willing to share data in exchange for tangible benefits. This research also directly connects to customer well-being. When personalization is designed ethically, prioritizing comfort, emotional security, and inclusivity, AI can enhance multiple well-being dimensions. Physical well-being through proactive hazard detection, psychological well-being by reducing cognitive load and decision fatigue, and social well-being by enabling communication and shared in-car experiences. Finally, the VR simulator enables the integration of moral machine-type ethical decision scenarios into personalization. Participants are exposed to dilemmas in which the AI must make difficult choices, for example, how to act when a collision is unavoidable, or whether to prioritize speed and efficiency over safety when route preferences conflict. By analyzing user responses to these scenarios, we can develop ethical personalization frameworks that ensure future autonomous vehicles not only deliver satisfying experiences, but also align with societal values, public expectations, and regulatory standards. Here you see the advanced equipment used in our Level 5 fully autonomous driving simulator. This simulator is equipped with state-of-the-art technologies designed to study human behavior, emotional responses, and trust in fully autonomous driving contexts. At its core, the simulator integrates an immersive virtual reality (VR) environment that recreates real-world traffic situations with high visual, auditory, and motion fidelity. Participants experience complete vehicle autonomy while researchers systematically manipulate contextual variables, such as weather conditions, traffic density, or unexpected events, allowing precise analysis of user reactions, acceptance, and comfort with intelligent driving systems. A key component of the setup is an EEG electroencephalogram system which records brain activity in real time. EEG data provide objective measures of emotional valence, arousal, and cognitive load, offering insights into stress levels, engagement, and perceived well-being during autonomous driving. Complementing this, an eye tracking system captures gaze direction, fixation duration, and blinking frequency to assess visual attention, nervousness, and trust calibration. Eye movement patterns reveal how confident, relaxed, or uneasy participants feel when control is fully delegated to AI. In addition, biometric sensors monitor physiological responses such as heart rate variability and galvanic skin response (GSR). GSR measures subtle changes in skin conductivity linked to emotional arousal, providing reliable indicators of anxiety, excitement, or stress. Together, these instruments allow us to triangulate neural, physiological, and behavioral data, offering a comprehensive understanding of users' emotional and cognitive states. Overall, this integrated experimental platform enables rigorous evaluation of human-AI interaction and supports the design of autonomous mobility systems that are not only safe and efficient, but also emotionally intelligent, trusted, and centered on user well-being. This autonomous campus shuttle illustrates how smart mobility is evolving into a key CRM touchpoint. Operating without a human driver, it connects different areas of the campus and delivers a seamless, on-demand transportation experience. From a CRM perspective, the shuttle is more than a mobility solution. It is a data-rich engagement platform. Sensors and IoT connectivity track passenger flows, peak usage, and service preferences. AI leverages this data to personalize the journey by dynamically adjusting routes, sending real-time pickup notifications, or suggesting relevant campus services during the trip. Well-being is central to the experience. Physical well-being is supported through smooth and safe rides, emotional well-being through stress-free navigation, and social well-being by connecting students, faculty, and visitors within a shared mobility environment. This represents mobility as a service, integrated, personalized, and designed to strengthen long-term relationships between the operator and its users. Here we see again our smart living lab with a test person. This video highlights how in a smart home, a smart connected refrigerator uses advanced personalization to transform everyday meal decisions into a high-value, well-being-oriented customer experience. When a user selects ingredients, such as salmon and quinoa, the system does not simply display generic recipes. Instead, it analyzes individual preferences, dietary goals, past consumption patterns, and contextual factors to propose multiple highly personalized recipe options. For example, it may suggest a high-protein fitness-oriented dish, a low-calorie wellness recipe, or a comfort-focused meal, all based on the same ingredients. This level of personalization directly enhances customer satisfaction as users feel understood and supported rather than overwhelmed by choices. Trust increases because recommendations consistently align with personal tastes, health objectives, and lifestyle constraints. At the same time, well-being is reinforced by promoting balanced nutrition, reducing decision fatigue, and making healthy choices easier and more enjoyable. Over time, the system learns which recipes are accepted, modified, or ignored, continuously refining its recommendations. The smart fridge thus evolves into a personal culinary assistant, strengthening the ongoing relationship between the user and the service provider. From a CRM perspective, this example illustrates how hyper-personalization at the micro-moment level, even around a single meal, can create repeated positive experiences that deepen engagement, loyalty, and long-term relationship value. Here we see a social robot in the smart home designed for human-robot interaction in public and semi-public environments such as campuses, hospitals, or retail spaces. Using AI, speech recognition, and natural language processing, the robot greets, assists, and guides users, creating a more human-centered interface with technology. From a CRM perspective, the social robot functions as an always-on service ambassador. It can answer questions, recommend products or services, remember user preferences, and adapt its tone based on emotional cues, delivering consistent and personalized interactions. These capabilities also support customer well-being. Friendly and empathetic interactions enhance emotional well-being, assistance and guidance improve functional well-being, and facilitation of interaction in shared spaces strengthens social well-being. For example, in retail, the robot may recognize returning customers and suggest relevant offers. In healthcare, it can guide patients to the right department, reducing stress and uncertainty. More broadly, social robots sit at the intersection of automation, personalization, and trust building, key drivers of long-term emotionally resonant customer relationships in service environments. From a research perspective, these AI-driven agents allow us to test critical design variables such as anthropomorphism, voice-based versus text-based interaction, and personalization privacy trade-offs. We can examine, for instance, whether personalized greetings increase trust and engagement, and whether these benefits outweigh privacy concerns. Combined with physiological measurements of stress and comfort, these insights directly inform the satisfaction, trust, well-being, loyalty, engagement, CLV value chain. These devices illustrate what the future may look like in smart home and smart mobility contexts. In the following sections, we present results from our research showing how consumer perceived value can be increased, which value dimensions are most critical, and how personalization and automation can both create and destroy value.